way. Everybody's mentally ill. This entire planet is under a Food and Drug Administrational issue. Poverty. They're using YouTube as a job. They can't pay their bills. If you can't pay your bills, you don't own it, so you don't need to worry about it. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You don't need to beg on your butt for money in the American system to pay something you can't afford. How much do these people buy groceries? How much do they go to the grocery store? How many are honest about what they have to do to get food and gas for their vehicles and the upkeep of their cars and where their marriages are, instead of lying about them, thinking they're perfect marriages? They're liars. You've been married 15 years plus. You're in the middle of a job destruction. It takes work and effort to keep the flame firing. Otherwise, you're drinking and fighting, and you know damn well Joe and her does. You can see Joe, he's so big in the belly. That is the Dunlap disease. It's Dunlapped over his belly in alcohol. All they did was cut William down with a brain birth defect. They've cut me down with my genetic birth defects. They have to go after Scotty because I went after that. Scotty don't give one fucking shit what these people think about it. Nor do I. No, you just come down here, you're gone. You might come down, but you're limping back. Nobody will ever show up for Tam Tam. They know. You're out of there. You might not have a kneecap. No kidding around. I don't pretend to have money to go see these fools. The most intelligent thing as a woman is to say, listen to me. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. Everybody that walked away from me in the female realm was bitches and little fucking girls. Do they ever call? No. That's a little girl with no stance in the brain at all. None. With every one of them I reached out. They didn't answer. They're chicken shits, man. They're not women. They're not. No, they're not. They're not even using half a brain cell. What talents do they have? What talents do these women have? I've got plenty. YouTube is really dumb to me now. It's very beneath my intellect. I see how stupid it is. When you get in this more, you'll see how dumb it is. You'll see how dumb you are. And the people that you called out, thinking, do they need you for views, man? Pay attention to your own damn lives. Silly as shit. So you got this going on here. And remember, mental illness is never going to go away. It's only going to get worse. Pandemic raised mental illness. It didn't lower it. You're headed for another shutdown, and you ain't going to be ready. You worry about who the United States president is? Can these women even have a political debate? They certainly can't have a biblical debate. I've tried that over and over. They'd lose every single time on the biblical debate. Some of them are prosperity, name it, claim it gospel. The worst is Kenneth Copeland and Todd Bentley. Those people are filled with devils. They call people devils. They are calling people's behavior demonic. They're doing the same behavior. Do you classify Savage's behavior holy? I don't care what Karen's done. Is it holy? Or is it demonic, evil, dark? Saying, well, I think there's a short of her to drink Jack Daniels. Right? Every one of them's made, yeah, there is. Y'all worry about August being my drunken mind. How do they know about it? I asked Jack. He hasn't responded yet. Grandmother showing you Jack Daniels. She done this at Myrtle Beach. Made all those fucking drinks. She's a drunk. She's a drunk. Wouldn't it be nice for her grandbaby to see this? Is this validation for CPS? Because they can't stand alcohol. They don't want alcohol near minor kids. It's the biggest law in Mississippi that'll take your grandbabies or your minor kids is alcohol. I know, they ran a daycare. I worked for them. This grandmother here is talking to Jack Daniels. Saying, well, I love God. I have pretty good people. I'm a pretty good person, but I got a lot of good friends. They'll stand up for me. As a Jack Daniel drinker, a threatening female of a Georgian, sounds pretty good. I hang around pretty good people. I'm a pretty good person. Really not. But I think I made enough money to make it to Georgia, Joe. You know what I'm saying? I lied enough. Now we can drink more like we did in Vegas. Maybe we can use somebody else for the Christmas season somehow. Can't use the tragedy pimps this year. How can we get some money for Christmas again? They're scammers. They're liars. They're evil. Just sitting here. Can you imagine when I was drinking like this, if I showed my drinks, what people would say about this family? This is glorified, magnified, edified by our grandmother. Children in the LGBTQ marriage. Children, Jordan Tripp, criminal. And you're looking right at it and how it occurs. Of a 25-year marriage scam of Las Vegas, you're getting to see the repercussion of a woman that made amends with Katie for alcoholism when she's an alcoholic. Powerful alcoholic. If she has menopause or non-menopause, these drinking here will make her even more dumb. They're not good people. They're no different than the rest of us. They got to pay their bills. They got to get up. They have to maintain mental illness, medical illness, and then say, well, can we pray? And their friends will stand up for this. Their friends will stand up for a grandmother drinking alcohol on the internet. Scamming money to go to Georgia to threaten a woman. And those are really good friends, right?